Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, I'm Whitney and this is Whitney Beauty, and I am so excited because today we are going to be playing with the new Huda Beauty foundation, the reformulated faux filter foundation, and we are going to be putting it to the test against the old formula, so the original faux filter cream foundation versus the faux filter full coverage luminous matte foundation. So they are different supposedly, and I am so excited because she has made this fragrance free. So we're gonna have to do a sniff test as well because it better actually be fragrance free because this one breaks me out. So if you enjoy this type of videos, if you like foundation reviews, give this video a thumbs up before you leave. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and leave me a comment down below letting me know if you have tested this new foundation, and if you have, let me know what you think about it, and we will jump right in. Okay, so I am so freaking excited to jump into this review today because first of all, it's been like a week since I filmed because last week I was just not feeling good. They had to switch my migraine medicine and everything has just been crazy. It's not working and it's also exhausting me. So that is that. So I didn't film last week, but I did go pick up the newly formulated Huda Beauty Faux Filter Luminous Matte Foundation. So I believe it was just a matte foundation before. Yeah, it was cream foundation before, so now it is a luminous matte foundation. So I do have the new one and the old one here, so we're gonna see exactly what the difference is between them. Packaging, starting out on packaging, the box itself is exactly the same as the old box. And then I'm like ripping this open. I haven't opened this either, so I had to get a different shade than I had before, and I'm really nervous about it. Oh, it looks really, this one's a little bit deeper, which is the new shade, and I knew it was gonna be, so we will make it work. But they didn't have my shade, and actually my Sephora had a really small selection, like they were sold out of or did not stock, I believe, because I went in the day that this released, so I couldn't imagine that they were already sold out of so many shades. So they didn't stock a whole lot of shades, which I have a smaller Sephora now, so that's probably why. But I did get, this is a macaroon, which is 230 in, and this is custard. Oh, this is 230 in and this is 220 in. So their shades might be different. I don't know, maybe it doesn't look too bad. This one definitely looks lighter to me though. We are going to see, because I wanted to do this a little bit different because I see everybody testing out this foundation, so I'm kind of late to the game. So I actually wanted to, I haven't seen anybody do it. I'm sure somebody has, but I haven't personally seen anybody do a split face test between the old one and the new one. So that is what we are going to do today because I want to really see the difference between these. My main difference, the one that is going to make me automatically love this one more, is the fragrance free, because I actually do really like this original foundation, but the fragrance in it is so bad that it breaks out my face, so I cannot use it more than like 1 or 2 days in a row before my face starts breaking out pretty bad. So I just don't reach for it that often, although I will say this bottle is feeling pretty empty compared to this one, so either this one's thicker or this one's empty. I'm gonna go with this one's empty. So I did go through like quite a bit of it. It's just taken me a longer amount of time because I have to space out my usage. So let's check the claims of the new one. So it says life proof, flawless filtered finish, waterproof, super long wear, 24-hour transfer proof, fade proof, sweat proof, and humidity proof. So that's a lot of proofs. So pretty much I guess I get the life proof claim. I believe for the most part, the original had similar claims to that. So we are going to see. I'm going to prime both sides of my face with the e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer. If you guys have not checked out my e.l.f. review, I will have it linked in the description for you guys. But also, if you have not grabbed this primer yet, go do it right now because it is life-changing. It is better. I hate to say it because everybody who knows me knows the Milk makeup was my favorite, but it is better than the Milk makeup, which, oh my gosh, it's so freaking good. Not to mention it smells so good. e.l.f. really did a great job, and it is way, 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 way cheaper than the Hydro Grip, and look how tacky. Oh, it's so good. So let's see. Let's go in with the original first. So we'll go in with the original. I was trying to see if one side of my face was worse than the other one because it's breaking out. I think it's the medication changes that's doing it. But also I've been skipping skincare. I've been washing my face, but I've been skipping the rest of it because it takes so long. And I've just been so exhausted. So I don't think there's not a worse side, so it doesn't really matter what we go in with. So I'm going to take the original. This is in Macaroon 230N. And I'm just going to pump it on the back of my hand. Show you guys what it looks like. And I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild sponge. Let's go in with my Wet n Wild sponge because I'm still testing this. So I want to use it with the old one because I know mostly how I feel about this, but I do really like this sponge. It is way, 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 way cheaper than a beauty blender. It was like less than $5. And I think it works just as good, but I'm still testing it out. Also, I did a full face of Wet n Wild, so I will have that linked in the description as well. I believe that should be up on Monday, and this should be up on Wednesday. So if everything goes well, that is how that will turn out. Oh, you know what? This looks a little bit light for me, so going a shade or two darker might have been the best decision. I know I'm gonna look crazy because I'm gonna have two different foundation shades on, which is why I was so aggravated that they didn't have my shade, but can't do anything else, so let me, I don't know why I always put in earrings to film when I know I'm gonna get foundation in them. So that is what we look like so far. Like I said, from what I remember, I don't remember not liking this. I remember actually being a pretty big fan of it, except for the fact that it was so fragranced. It was just horrible for me. Go ahead and take this down my neck. So, trying to make it. Okay. Well, hopefully you can see what I'm seeing right now. This is about medium coverage. I thought I remembered it being more full coverage, but maybe not. I can still see like some acne scarring and stuff. And if I'm being completely honest, I think this looks like crap on my skin, and I remember liking it, so I guess not. I don't know. From a distance, it looks okay, but like up close, when you're up close, It looks very textured. There you go. You can see now. It looks very textured. It looks very just not flattering. So I guess I don't like this as much as I remembered liking it, or maybe my skin's changed and it's just not a fan anymore. So we are gonna go in. I'm gonna wipe my hand first. This is the new one, and this was in the shade Custard 220 in. And then I'm just gonna do that much, and I'm gonna go in with my clean. This is clean, but it is just stained. This beauty blender needs to be thrown out. I need to get a new one. Oh, it's a lot thicker, which is concerning than the other one. It wasn't, the other one like kind of ran down my hand a little bit. I'm sorry I didn't show you guys. I dunked too fast. But the other one ran down my hand a little bit, and this one was not runny. It was very, very thick. So, I think I like this shade better. But also, I think this shade looks very yellow, and it was supposed to be a neutral shade. It's drying down very quickly. You have very, very limited blending room with it. Yeah, I definitely like this shade a lot better. And then I'm just trying not to go over top of that middle, but like just trying to blend those a little bit so I don't look like a crazy person. Not that I'm going anywhere to look like a crazy person, but still. Okay, so I do need a little bit more, so I'm just going to do like a half a pump for my forehead. And I'm not, that could totally be the fact that I used 2 different sponges for this, so I'm not saying that you use more with that foundation. If I would have had 2 beauty blenders, we could have gauged that more, but I do not, so. Okay. And then with the excess, I'm also going to drag that down my neck. But I will say that wasn't incredibly necessary. I don't know what you're seeing on camera. Well, this looks, no, this side looks very yellow. Yeah, so actually now that I like this side better, this color better. This is very, very yellow, and they were both neutral undertones, so I'm a little confused on why it is so incredibly yellow. Okay. So, differences. I definitely think this side, so this new side, has a lot more coverage. And I do also think it looks a lot less cakey. Oh my god, this color difference is so bad. I wanted to take pictures of this look, and I'm like, you're gonna be able to see my 2 different foundations on my face. It's fine. Also, the fact that this does not match my skin. Let me try to... Oh, that's really dark. Let me dim the lights a little bit. It looks a little bit better, but also, while we're here, let's get up close and personal. You can see this has a lot, it's showing a lot less of like my textured skin area versus this, which you can see is very, very dry and textured. And I don't like that. So, So far, I'm liking this side better, but that can all change. I also think that this side, I get like the luminous matte because this side definitely has more of a glow versus this side, which is just matte. But also this side is a little bit, because it's a little bit less matte, it's also a little bit more tacky, but I don't think that it won't dry down to where we can blend stuff on top of it. So I am going to give that a chance to dry down. I'm going to finish up my eyebrows and my eyes off camera, and then we will be back to do the rest of the face. Okay, so a few things. One, I did do concealer and a little bit of powder just under my under eyes because I wanted to finish up the under eye. So first thing I want to talk about, I know it's not about this foundation, but two special shout outs. One, to this incognito, why do I keep calling it mascara? Incognito concealer from Wet n Wild. Holy freaking crap. That is also in my Wet n Wild video, and I'm using it over my Hourglass. That's all I have to say. That is all I have to say. I am the pickiest concealer person ever. Go watch that video. Go watch it, because Wet n Wild. Second, I'm pretty sure I put this in the video that I ended up scrapping because I hated it and I wasn't feeling good that day, and you could just like tell I wasn't feeling good, and I never want to put out content that you guys can feel that I just don't feel good and I just like kind of don't want to be there. I never want to put out that type of content because I love doing this and I love reviewing things and I love playing with new things, so I never want anybody to feel like I don't want to be there, because I absolutely do. So Lancome's new, I'm going to call it Idol because I'm not going to try to butcher the like correct pronunciation of it. So we're going to call it Idol. If that is not it, feel free to correct me. That is completely fine, or give me the right pronunciation. But this new freaking mascara from them, look at my lashes. Look at my lashes. This has like the best wand that I've ever used in a mascara. It's like very rubbery, silicone-y with very, very small bristles, and it's curved like to perfection. And it is probably my new favorite mascara. I'm not gonna lie, I've been using it non-stop, but look how pretty. You can really see, because I don't have anything on my lid right now, how good this is. Okay, so I know this isn't about that, so let's move on. This feels completely dry on both sides. Now this side is a little bit more tacky, or like wet, damp, I don't know what you want to call it. Not mattified. Not mattified completely down, which is fine. It also gives my skin more of a like glow, so it doesn't look so matte on this side. Number two, now that I am looking at it, this side oxidized pretty significantly. It is now the same shade as this. So my shade does not look as off, which I appreciate, but also this oxidized and this one stayed the same shade. So it does not oxidize so far. Third thing is, it is, I mean, not warmed up to my skin. No, I still hate this side. I was gonna say it warmed up to my skin a little bit and I like this side a little bit better, but no, I really don't. I think the original formula, now that I'm seeing it against the new and improved formula right now, I think it's even crappier, the original. So let's move on. Let's get some color to this face because everything is very flat right now. So let's go in my Morphe bronzer because I haven't used this in a long time. This is the Morphe Glamabronze in Megastar. This is the old packaging. I think they've updated the packaging since then, but I really, really like. There's so much going on right now. I really like this this bronzer formula. And also I really like this color. Bronzer. Look, it just looks so pretty, just warming up the face. And I'm feeling like pairing this with a bubblegum pink blush because I just feel like it's gonna go with the look. So okay, so right away with the bronzer, I can say that I did not set either sides of my face. It is not going on to this side badly. This is the new side, but it is not going on as smooth as it went on to the other completely matte side. Is it a huge difference? No. Is it a difference that you would be able to tell if you did not have two different products on your face at the same time and you weren't looking for it? No. But because I have two different foundations on my face right now and I was specifically looking for differences, that is something I was able to see. So I can't tell if I want to go into this. It has brush fibers in it and that drives me crazy. This shade, which is Bikini Martini, stunning. Or this one, if I can speak, that would be great for everybody. This one, which also has brush fibers and is Crush on Cupid. Which one? Which? I feel like we'll mix them. I think so. Okay, so let's go into Bikini Martini. Nope, Crush on Cupid first. Let's go into Crush on Cupid first. And these are the Fenty. If you haven't heard me talk about them enough, these are the Fenty cream blushes, and you need to own all 10 of them because they are the best cream blushes that have ever been made in the world. I mean, seriously, look at that and tell me that you've seen a better cream blush. If you have a better cream blush than the Fenty ones, please leave them in the comments. If you have tried the Fenty cream blushes and you have one that you think is better, leave them in the comments because I want to try them. I will do a whole dedicated video testing out any blush that is better than the Fenty ones because honestly, oh my god, they're just so freaking good. I cannot get over them. And then we're gonna, I've been loving that. Just a little bit of color. Look how cute. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in same little sponge and we're gonna get a little bubble gummy. So cute. So cute. Am I putting on way too much blush? Yes. Do I care? No. Okay. So I've put on entirely too much cream blush now, which is fantastic for us all. Let me go over with a clean sponge. This has not picked up any of my foundation, but the thing about it is that has nothing to do with the foundation itself because these cream blushes, that's why I like them so much. I know everybody's heard me say this a million times, but I'm gonna say it again because these cream blushes go over everything. Foundation perfectly, never had a problem with it picking up my foundation. I've never had a problem with me powdering and then putting these cream blushes on top of it. Like it looks, the formula is like nothing I've ever used before, and so that's why I like them so much. I want to be extra glowy today, so I'm going to go into my Jaclyn Cosmetics Flash Palette, and I wasn't able to grab the $60 one. I'm pissed about it, but we're not gonna go there. But I was able to grab the next one down, which is the $45 set from her that she just released. So I'm super excited because I'll have a whole unboxing and review on that as well. I'm going into Iced and Gleam, just back and forth. And these are really smooth, which is why I wanted to pick these, because this side of my face is looking very textured. And it is not looking the greatest, so I didn't want to add more on top of that. And I think that if you are someone who has texture, I don't know if you can get these highlighters anymore. I know some of the Morphe stores still have them, but her highlighter formula, if you're somebody who has textured skin, I think these are really great because how smooth they are. The formula is very smooth, so it really helps not add any extra texture to your skin, which some highlighters will kind of just like make that texture more shown, will make it worse. So this is where we are at so far. I am going to zoom in so you guys can see exactly what I am seeing right now. So right now, I will say that I definitely don't love either side. If we're going to be honest, I don't love either side. I don't think either side looks amazing. But if I had to choose a side, which side looks better, I'm going to go with this side because I just think it looks better. Like, you can really see how dry this side of my face is looking. Even right here on my nose looks very dry. Yeah, even here on my forehead looks very dry. So I don't love either one, but the thing about it is I am not somebody, I don't feel like I'm somebody who can tell right away if I'm going to like a foundation, because the way my skin is, most of the time I like foundations a few hours in. I like them more. So once they've like warmed up to my skin and all the products have warmed up to my skin and my oils have kind of like taken over a little bit, like the next few hours after you apply the foundation, that is my favorite time to judge a foundation, because then I can judge what it really looks like when it's being worn. So right now I'm not loving either side, but if I had to choose a side, it would be the new formula. But I am going to wear this throughout the day, and I will check back with you guys in a few hours to let you know how it is going. Okay, so it has been 9 hours, which I actually made it a little bit further than I intended to because I did not think I was going to be up this late, and I got a later start this morning. So there's some things, so let's talk about them. First, honestly, I'm trying to look. Neither one of the sides look really good, but this side with the original formula definitely looks the worst. So I'm gonna zoom in on how absolutely horrible, not to mention this lipstick, but look how bad this looks here. Like, it looks really bad compared to this side, which is a little bit oily because I have oily skin, so that is to be expected, which I'm not mad about. But like on my nose here, I can tell if I touch this, which I'm gonna do now because I'm gonna take this off. Like, look at that. It literally just rubs right off. So, oh, it's so bad. Which I have some foundations where I get oily and it doesn't melt my foundation, so I'll get oily and then I'm able to like blot or whatever. But if I would have went in with a blotting paper earlier, this would have removed that entire patch of foundation there. And it's like, the more I'm tapping it, the more it's coming off, and I can see it happening on my whole face. Everywhere I touch that's oily, it's literally just removing all of my makeup. Now on this side, it's not doing that. It's not removing the foundation, but it looks so cakey and gross, like all of this. So my final thoughts are, I see the improvements that were made in this foundation, so I can see the improvements that were made. First of all, number one, fragrance. Definitely made a huge difference, because the original one just stunk so bad, like strong, gross perfume. So that's the number one huge difference. Number two, I can see that is more skin-like, which is probably why I got a bit more oily on this side, because it's more of a skin-like luminous finish. So it's like a luminous matte finish, or like a demi matte finish, which I get. It looks better when you first apply it, but on oily skin, it doesn't last as well through the day. Now, I might have been able to add a little bit more powder to this and maybe blot it halfway through the day, and I might have been able to make it work. But like I said, even a few hours ago, if I would have touched my nose, the foundation would have come off. So I'm worried about blotting, because if I were to blot, even with my powder, my blotting powder, it's going to come off on the sponge. So I don't even think blotting it would work, because it's still going to remove product. It has even went as far as breaking up my bronzer and my blush. So for me, right now, with the time being how as is, it's a no for me. I hate saying that, but it's just, for oily skin, I wouldn't say it. I'm going to try a few different ways. I'm going to try to powder it. I already tried the tacky primer. This primer is amazing, so I don't think that will make a difference, but I will try some powder. I'll even try setting it with the Fenty powder foundation and seeing if that makes it last a little bit longer. Or even if it doesn't make it last longer, if it just stops the breakup of the product. Because if it stops the breakup, as an oily person, I know I'm going to get oily. So it's more about controlling that oil, or what the foundation looks like when that oil comes through. If it doesn't break up the product, then you can go through and blot and fix all that. That's an easy fix. But if it's breaking up the product, or if it's wiping off your face, that's a little bit less fixable without going in and adding more product. Right now, I am saying no, but I will keep you guys updated on Instagram and in the comments on whether or not I can make this product work. I will try it out a few more times before I upload this video, and I will let you guys know. So that is all I have for today. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Click that subscribe button before you leave, and leave me a comment down below letting me know if this foundation worked out for you, because I am super curious now. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.